Beekeeper 961 from Texas, wave. Roger, thanks a lot, Dirty. 225, Russ.
Daytona 500.
Yeah, what do you think of that? How can you hear me there? How about that?
I don't know where you at, but you pegging the needle, my friend.
Thank you very much.
I'm in Somerset right now. You gotta be right at my back door.
I am at your back door. Let me take the power down a little.
I mean, I'm running power too, so I gotta be smashing your needle as well.
We got you. How about now? We're coming down a little bit here. Sound a little better?
I mean, it sounded good regardless. You don't have to touch a thing, my friend. Like, you could leave it right where it was. It was good.
Something. Let me take this power off. I want to see what I got when I got no power but the radio.
That's me. I'm on about 3 watts right there.
What do you got me now? How do I sound now?
You moved to the background for sure. It definitely, I don't know how far you are away from me. I'm gonna guess somewhere in between 10 miles, maybe more.
Well, I'm in North Brunswick.
Oh, so you're literally, yeah, no, I'm sitting at the golf spot over here now, in Somerset.
Copy. Well, I'm running. Are you on a 10-meter CB, I guess?
Yes, sir. I'm on a 447, running about 3 watts. Like I turned off all my power. I'm literally, my RF power is all the way down.
Yeah, so I can push out about 800 watts.
So that's RF power all the way up. That's about what, 10 watts swinging to. Yeah, with my 4-pill amp, which I had on in the beginning, I can do like, and I can only loaf it. I can't even swing what I need to into it. I can do about 300 average.
Copy that. Well, I'm gonna put the amp back on and cut back on the gain on the radio, and that way you don't have to struggle. Let's see what happens here.
I'm in the northeast.
Yeah, man, it sounds good. What kind of radio are you on?
I'm on an ICOM 7300, and that's now I got the amp on and I'm putting out 450 watts.
Sounds good right there. I wouldn't touch a thing. That thing is it's nice, clean audio. I mean, it's perfect.
10 meters. What channel is this? What channel on the CB?
27285, and it's 28.
Oh, 28. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, this is me. Not that I need to give my call sign, which is okay. It's KD2ZAD, if anybody cares. My name is Scott. I'm in North Brunswick, and I'm on channel 28, pushing about 300 watts. I can hear you as well. Okay, so I'm just listening in, guys.
All right, well, I can't remember all of your call sign, but, you know, you have, my name's 187 or Joe. You can go by that. And I live around here, so this is normally where I frequent here. Just talk a little bit of Skip, and I don't know too many local people. I'm just getting back into the hobby. It's been about 10-15 years since I keyed down, so I mean, I'm just getting reacquainted out here. It was nice talking with you, though.
Yeah, copy that. Same here. Nice strong signal. I've never been. I don't think I've ever switched the radio over to AM in about 3 years. So I happened to hear something on sideband that was a little strong. I said, let me jump this around. I threw it on AM and did a little looking for signal on my spectrum scope here, and there was a strong signal on some trucker way out there, really strong, you know. And so I said, I don't know if I can do this. Let me see if I can tune this in. So I pulled my SWR meter out and or my scope, and I tuned it up with my outboard tuner that I have that I use for ham radio, and it was able to tune pretty close to not 1.0, but like a 1.1, 1.2, and I gave it a shot, and it sounds really good. I mean, you sound great.
Yeah, I wish I could actually hear myself, so I don't know where my echo's at. For talking skip, I like a little bit of echo, not overpowering, but it does help with, you know, long distance contacts, especially, you know, I talked to 030 over in South Ireland, the UK. That's probably about my farthest QSO.
27284.
I'm sorry?
What frequency do you use when you're speaking, when you pop and skip over there to Ireland? The same one, 27284?
It's actually 27285, so you might even be off freak a little bit by 0.001.
Now I'm at 2728500.
That actually made a little bit of difference in your audio. I mean, not obviously it's not. I mean, you're still within the 10 kcs on. So I mean, technically you're still on frequency. You're like as far as the ear can hear, but I heard the difference when you changed it. But yes, I frequent here. There is a lot of screwballs out there that do and like kind of no life it and kind of screw it up for everybody else. But yeah, I make most of my contacts here, or I don't even have a frequency counter, so I can't even tell you. I just know this one. But channel 17, 16, 15, 11, and I don't go to 6 because it's so much power down there. But yeah, I spend most of my time here.
Well, I'll put this on a little piece of paper, scrap paper, and I'll check in now and then.
All right, man. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm always like, you're probably one of the first locals I've met, so I mean, that's kind of cool.
Well, I am local. That's really cool, because you know, anything local on a ham band in 10 meters, 80 meters, 60 meters, you can't touch them. I can't touch my local guys. I can talk to Russia, but I can't talk to them.
10-4 on that. I mean, that's so true. Like I have, there's some neighbors, you know, out on the coast, like on 11 meters, that like Superman and a few others that I hear people calling back to them, but I can't hear them. You know, like, and so, and I do actually, I've wanted to get my ham license. I don't know how to go about that, but I've thought about it because I like long distance conversations and contacts. My dad was into all that stuff. Like, I'm not from here originally. I'm from Maine. And my dad was into ham, and I'm not exactly sure what bands because I was super young. But he had a map that he always marked who and where he would make contacts, and I thoroughly enjoy that type of stuff.
Yeah, well, there's something I used to get mine. What I used to get mine was ham radio study. I'll look at it. Hold on one second. Let me look and see what it is. It's like $20 or $30 to download, but it's fantastic. It gives you all the answers. If you're good at just keep that, it gives you it does a whole video on the whole, you know, from technician is your first one you're going to get. Then if you go to get the general, I'm working on my general now. That's the one I want. I don't need the advanced. I don't need the extra special frequencies, but the general allows you to use voice on almost all the frequencies in certain areas, which is cool. The technician only allows you to use a voice on like 10 meters on a certain spot. But anyway, you can look it up. Let me look and see what it is, and I'll get right back in a few seconds.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not trying to be a technician. I have no intention of trying to work on anything. Like, I just certain bands I want to try because I like shooting skip, and you know, 10 and 11 meter, they're only open you know, during the day. There's other things that I would, you know, would like to do, you know, long distance skip at night, because I'm more of a walking vampire, if you will, or a day walking vampire.
Got you there. Anyway, it's called Ham Radio Prep. And the technician's license has nothing to do with being technical or doing anything technical. It's the first level of it. They call it a technician license status. So your first license is technician, and you don't have to learn Morse code anymore. That's really good because I couldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to save my life. But so you get your first license. Ham Radio Prep. Download it if you got the computer. Pay for it. It's worth it. And what I did is I bought there's 3 packages. I bought the 2 packages together. I think I spent like $30 or $40 for both packages, and it's just been updated to the new ARRL. What the questions are. But if you do it and you watch it, it's phenomenal. If you have a decent memory or just keep going over and over and look at the situation, you'll get the whole thing. It just takes a little bit, and it also explains the process on how to get the physical license, and then you'll be in a different realm.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Thank you for the little because I didn't even know where to begin. Like especially for my age group, and around here, radio is not a big thing. It's I'm 33, and when people see my antenna or whatever, they're just like, "Whoa, what are you trying to talk to aliens?" Because they don't understand that they're built different around here, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So I figured if I was to get my ham license, it would definitely be into a different realm. And back to the memory thing, I have an okay memory, and I would have a lot more to learn, especially how to conduct yourself and the little shortcuts as far as like like QSR, QRP, stuff like that.
QSL. Yeah. Well, let me shortcut. You know what you do? I don't know that you don't have a ham radio or maybe can't get the other frequencies. I just got my license recently. Last year, and I spent a lot of time listening. So QSL, did you get the code? You can look that up. You can just Google that. All the QSL and QSR and QTH means your home location. And there are a whole bunch of. Let me tell you what. I think they're a bunch of snobs. I'm licensed, but it pisses me off a little bit because if you can talk on 10 meters. You should be able to talk on 80 and 30 and 20, in my opinion. It's the same concept. But, it's a game. It's a government game. And I guess it keeps people out of the, because a lot of these CBers, I'm making no comments, but you know what I'm talking about. And you listen to them. They talk like they're in the hills, the hillbillies. They don't speak in common English language. They always want to overpower each other and blow each other away. I don't know. It's silly. I used a CB in 1978. That's how old I am. And, that was fun. But after a while, you just start to listen to that stuff and you say, oh my goodness. Anyway, it's really a pleasure knowing that you're local. My name again is Scott, and I forgot what you said yours was. Joe, I think you said. You gave me a number and I think you said Joe. But I'm here. I'll be listening frequently.
Yes, sir. Hey, you got that correct. It is Joe. And nice to meet you, Scott. And I do have an SDR, and I can listen. To be honest, I'm going to do a little bit more research. And I the SDR at the house, because I am mobile currently. The SDR is at the house, and I wouldn't even know where to begin, where to listen. Especially, I don't know where people hang out, what frequencies, but I know I can tune all the way down to almost anywhere. The SDR is actually pretty cool. But my issue would be the antenna. I don't know what would be more so all around for listening.
Well, I'll tell you what, for listening, you got an SDR. But hey, you know what? Let's make it even cheaper and simpler. You get on your computer, you go and look for web-based ham sites, and that's SDR-based. They're internet-based. It's web-based. You can pick and choose the locations of an SDR radio. Now, you're not going to be able to talk, but you'll be able to listen to almost anywhere of the 400 SDR web-based radios. You click on the web-based SDR. I can't get to. I have a site which I like. because it gives you a picture of the world. You can zoom in and you can just like, oh, let me click into Ireland, let me click into Russia, let me click into New Jersey, and and then you just go in. Now, when you're talking about what frequencies, well, let's just be simple. You got your 3 meter at night. At night, your local work at night. So we're talking. I guess that's 80. We call that 80 meter, 3 point something. Let's see. Let me look up my chart up here. So 10 meters is 28 megahertz. So that's anywhere from 28 to 29.7. All right, 40 meters is good. I go between 40. I don't do 10 hardly at all because it's good. That's only good when it's good. Propagation and the stuff. Again, we're working on 10 meters with the radio, but we're talking AM and we're talking CB. But anyway, 40 meters, 40, 30, 20. Okay. And then they're the high frequencies, 20 meters, 30 meters, and 40 meters. They're the ones you want to listen to people communicating. You're not going to be able to talk, but you'll be able to listen. Okay, so like I also have a 2 meter here, which is 144 megahertz of radio. That's a separate radio. But the high frequencies the high frequency bands usually run from the 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 80 meter, and 160. All of that you don't need an antenna for if you use SDR. And if you use the SDR web-based, you can scan through and listen to whatever you find. Over.
I heard that. Yeah, it's called, the one I use, I actually have a physical SDR, but the other site I use, it's Kiwi SDR. It does all the way from down in the kilohertz all the way up into, I think 400 or 500 megahertz. It's way up in there. But yeah, I know the site you're exactly talking about. I just didn't know where people normally frequent. So you said 20, 40, 80?
Most of the time, like I said, at night you're going to go to 80 meters, and it's usually around 3889 to 3900 in that area. That's where they do a lot of rag chewing at night from down south. And let me see, and the 40 meters is across the board in the 200s from the 180, whatever comes up. Let me see, 40 meters is, so it would be 100 to 180 and then around there. 180 to 71 to 72 is most of the area, but the whole band of 40 meters goes from 7100 to 7300. Just scan that area. If you see the spectrum scope on your Kiwi, and the Kiwi that you're probably talking about is the one in Pennsylvania. But like I said, PA and Princeton, if they have that one site which gives you, but what's really cool, they have the one site which gives you a lot of same thing, Kiwi, like Kiwi SWR, but all over the whole like frickin' world, and you click